Good morning. Welcome to a snowy Friday before New Year's. It's time for It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield, and it's snowing. It's a beautiful day in Fairfield.
I know, it's so beautiful. I was excited to wake up this morning and see the snow. My kids still didn't believe it was Christmas. Oh. My kids didn't believe it was Christmas because they woke up and they looked outside and they're like, wait, it's not Christmas. It's not snowing. They just don't believe it's actually Christmas.
Wow.
But yeah, gorgeous out there.
Of course, this is our weekly podcast.
Yeah.
Every Friday morning at 8:30.
Yes.
We come your way. I'm Mark Turner. That's Claire Vaughn. And Diana Zurliene, Z, has joined us this morning. Thanks for coming out.
Good morning. Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. We were doing the announcements of, we always do an announcement every week who's coming on the podcast. And we put Diana Zurliene, and still in my soul, I feel like I have to call you Miss Z. You know what I mean? Can I call her by her first name? Is this okay?
Not too many really know my first name because it's always been Z, Coach Z,
right,
Miss Z. So.
Right.
Now my kids don't. My nieces and nephews that they don't because they call me Deed. Because my brothers when they were little couldn't say Diana, so they said Deed. So I'm Deed.
Deed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's cute.
Everybody had a good Christmas, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, great Christmas. Everybody got together. We're a big family, just like Claire's from a big family. So it's
you guys
fun.
had a good Christmas?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Did too. We've been saddled with relatives. We had Craig and Shelley from Alabama earlier this week. Well, no, part of last week, and then they left Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, Mike and Kay Newby.
Okay.
From Cincinnati. They're staying with us for now. So, hey,
Revolving door over
That's
there.
right.
I love it.
Bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I love it. It's a fun time. It's a fun time of year to, get together with the family, and, we're lucky.
Oh, Steve at Kay Newby. I'm sorry. I said Mike. I meant Steve.
It's just this week's weird because you kind of fall into that where you don't know what day it is or whatever because
I know
so many people are off work and you just lose track of what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
But the real world hits us on January 2nd.
I spent all day, Wednesday and Thursday, thinking it was Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
The entire day, both days.
Yep, my husband had yesterday off, so it felt like a Saturday all day, and I was like, oh, wait, no, tomorrow's Friday. I still have work to do this week. Oh, goodness. But
Wow, what an El Dorado holiday tournament, man.
Oh, yeah. Heron's three-peat winners. They beat Massac last night. The Mules.
Heron won it all.
Yeah, Heron won it all.
Okay,
They pulled away from Massac in the third and fourth quarters. It was really
Somebody
close at
asked the
halftime.
question yesterday, how long has it been since a number one seed did not take home a trophy?
Oh, Carterville, but everybody knew, and I think it was obvious, and you saw the scores of the games. We took Heron to double overtime. Carmi took Heron, to a one-point game.
Right.
That the team seedings 1 through 8, anybody could come out a winner.
Right.
And Carterville got that number one seed based on the fact that they had beaten Heron.
Yeah.
And but it was a very competitive tournament. I thought our Mules did a good job. I know Coach McElraby's not satisfied because you always want to play 4 games. That's your ultimate goal, to play 4 games and play for a trophy. And I know how he feels that he didn't hit that ultimate goal. But I think he saw some things out of his kids that he liked. And
I think there were a lot of positives came out of it.
Yeah, and then you just build on that and go on. And
Right.
it's just a stepping stone for the rest of the year.
Knew the Mules were good defensively, but that game against Heron, they're really good defensively.
Yeah.
They can be really, really good defensively.
It was a good ball game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think all three games they played were were good ball games.
And then the Mary Mule that we hosted. That was very, very competitive girls
Lady
basketball.
Mules finished 4th.
Yes, and the championship game last night between Albion and Edwards County and Mount Carmel was very, very good.
That's awesome. And I'm thankful that someone was able to provide, it was Wabash General, right? That sponsored.
Yes, that's sponsored, and we had live streaming, and it was. they hooked up with somebody. Somehow it was John A. Logan, what they used for John A. Logan's men's and women's games, and so it was really a good. If you couldn't make it to the ball games, being able to watch it. So we appreciate that happening. So
Yes,
a lot of things happening at the high school over there. And it may be break, but it's never break.
And speaking of things happening at the high school, new gym renovation coming. Is that right?
Yeah, we know we're getting a new gym floor. I mean, with the pipe that burst in the lobby over the summer, we did temporary replacements. So yes, we are getting a new gym floor. That's the number one thing. The number two thing for me was the upper bleachers just aren't conducive for elder. I'm considering myself. I turned 65 yesterday, so there's no handrails or anything up there.
Right.
So what we are going to do is the center section. We're gonna cut enough away, so we'll lose about 64 seats on the top sections, but we're gonna cut into the center section, make the steps wider, put safety strips on them, and then get a handrail in the middle.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And so I think that people will really, really appreciate that. We'll lose a little bit of seating, but what we gain in safety is immeasurable.
Oh, definitely.
And then we're looking at new bleachers for the bottom and doing something with the sound system. We think those things the bleachers were put in the year we went to state in 1991. So we think we've got our money's worth out of them.
Right.
And if you've got a new floor and you're doing that to the top, then that's not going to look
right.
And then the sound system needs an upgrade. And the newer ones now, it's all Bluetooth, wireless, so it's much easier to operate. The gym is the biggest place in Fairfield to hold something.
Right.
And there's nothing worse than if you have a speaker or something's going on and the sound system does not work or function correctly.
Yeah.
Or if we have a musical or a concert and the sound system, not just adequate, it's not good. That's not good for the kids.
Right.
You want to put forth your best when you're performing. So those are the things that we're looking at, and the board's going to make some decisions about what direction we're going to go. But we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very condensed timetable to get it done. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I think the finished product next year, people will really appreciate what we've done with the gym. Because besides, yes, we got air conditioning in there and some things and some painting. There's basically been nothing done to that gym since 1954.
Wow.
I tell you what,
when it was built.
It's a great place to see a game.
It's a great place to watch basketball.
It
So
is.
whatever we can do to enhance that experience, whether it's watching a basketball game, coming to a concert, watching a play or musical, we need to do that.
Yeah. Definitely. There's a lot of people that come in and out of that gym from, all over.
Oh, yeah,
it's
and
a
that's
great-
the thing. The first thing your people see when they come to your school, I always say, is your gym and your bathrooms.
Yes,
That's the
right.
truth.
And so,
Right.
and with the gym lobby renovation, we've taken care of that
Right,
part with
yeah.
the bathrooms, and it really looks good. We've got some
does.
new signage up there, and we're going to get a new sign outside and have it lighted up where it says Fairfield Community High School. And then when you walk in, right above the ticket booth, it says, "Welcome to the Mule Barn."
Oh, I love that.
So we keep that,
Yeah. By the way, the renovations to the front lobby,
Yes.
just beautiful.
Yeah,
out there.
and with the concession stand now, dedicated concession stand, that's all worked really well. And once we get all the trophy cases and we start putting some things back in there, and then we're still looking at, we're purchasing a digital kiosk, and we're going to start all those trophies. They're not gone, people, but we're going to put them on, digitize those things so that you could look up a year and say, hey, yeah, I was, and that trophy or that team picture and those
That's
things.
neat.
So that's a project. So I'm not saying that's going to be done overnight, but all those things. So then you can go. So no, we haven't thrown away those memories. We've just got to have a different way to store those memories because
You only
space,
have so much room.
You only have so much room.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. This question popped in my head. I don't know the answer. When did the gym become the Mule Barn? Was it called the Mule
I think
Barn?
Stan David started that.
Okay.
I think the late Stan David's the one that started the Mule Barn, and it just
It
like
stuck.
the train yard,
Right.
it stuck.
Yeah.
So and we did not want to get rid of that. I think
I
that's
love
part of
it.
our identity.
yeah.
I love it. And
And,
Absolutely.
I don't remember in high school, and when I was in high school, that it was necessarily called that.
Yes,
you
I
know?
think Stan picked up on it later.
Right,
But yes,
okay.
he's the one that really promoted that, and it stuck,
I
and,
love
and
it.
we like
yeah.
it.
It's great, and the train yard the
Yes,
same way.
yeah,
you
those
know?
two things, yes.
Yeah, it's fun to have a name.
Well,
to
I mean,
it.
Well,
Yeah.
it gives you besides your
Right.
your mascot,
Yeah.
it gives you an identity, and people know, and I think that is because you know when they come and play football, they know.
it's the train yard.
Well, and other teams and other towns
Yeah.
say that,
Right.
And other towns say we're going to the Mule Barn.
Yeah.
And it it's also a home field advantage.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
it's another facet of the home field
yes,
advantage.
definitely.
You know, because it gives you a sense of, we're going to the train yard
Right.
or the mule barn. Just it's another facet of home field advantage, and you know the students down in the corner there with the Mule Nation
I know.
placards and everything
Yeah.
all over the place. I mean, that's just
love
one more
it.
thing.
And you know, and that's very important. And we're doing a lot of other things though too, not just sports minded,
Right.
but the staff and the teachers and administration and our guidance office. We kind of sat down and said, okay, where do we want to be? Not next year, not 2 years. Where do we want to be
What's our vision?
in 2035?
Right.
What kind of courses should we be offering?
Yeah.
What do we need? So in this second semester, we're going to be coming out with a survey that we're giving our students, our parents, and our community members
Yeah.
about what do you see, and not just short term, but what do we need to be preparing ourselves? And we're calling it career readiness, not college readiness, not whatever, career readiness.
Right.
So if you want to go to a 4-year college, what do we need to do for you?
Right.
If you want to go to a vocational school, what do we need to do for you? Those type things so that you're ready for those careers.
Yeah.
And so it's a big project, but I think it's a project it's well worth the time that we're putting into it, and hopefully, it's not something that's going to be on a very short timeline
Right.
because we want to do this right. But and our guiding theme has to be not what I want, not what Diana Zurliene wants, not what Mark Turner wants, not what anybody.
Right.
What is best for students? What is the best for our students to get them ready to go out into the world? And you know, whether you like it or not, COVID's changed a lot of things about
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
work at home, get it, you know, and besides that, the social interactions that we have with each other. So it's been a process to get back to where we were in the education world before that.
Right.
So it's going to be a big thing, but I think it's a good thing.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, absolutely.
And we'll probably see some course changes and things
Yeah.
like that. And you know, you're always going to, you know, you have state requirements that you have to have
Yeah, so
English,
much math, so much English.
Right.
social studies, but what are those electives that we need to be offering our students? And also in that is teacher availability, because the teacher shortage is a real thing. It's not something blown up in the media or anything like that.
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah, I believe that.
People are not going into teaching like they used to.
No, they're not. And it's a shame because it's the best profession. I would never, ever change my course path on what I did.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, it takes special people to do it. You know, it really does. It takes special people to be a teacher and us think of you in a positive light. And like you have done such a good job in your profession and starting as a teacher to, you know, where you are now and all of your positive influence. My husband, you know, may have not been the best kid in school. I know it, but he has positive memories with you. You know, you believed in him when other people didn't. You know what I mean? And like that is such a huge thing to have teachers or people that you look up to that believe in you also, right?
And I think by and large that is, if you're a teacher, you like kids.
Right, exactly.
And if you like kids, you understand, hey,
stuff's gonna happen. Right?
They screw up just like we did.
Exactly.
We made mistakes.
Right.
Sometimes our mistakes weren't found out about. But in this day of social media, if you do something,
Yeah.
it's going to get out.
Yeah.
Just
but
like
no.
that El Dorado holiday tournament elbow that
Yeah.
happened. It's all over.
And the
social
thing
media
is,
right now.
whether that kid did that intentionally or not, it's still out there,
It's
and
out
people
there
make their
now.
own assumptions. And with kids, they just got to know that you're the same every day.
Yeah.
And if you mess up, you're probably going to get yelled at.
Yeah.
But then the next day, it's over.
Listen, I still
mean,
love
yes.
you as
Yes.
much today as I did yesterday.
Years
And-
ago, when I was a manager at different radio stations, when I hired somebody, I would sit them down. And the first thing I said to them, "Now understand, I'm your friend, but there are times when I'm going to have to come down on you for things.
Right.
Yes.
I'm still
But
your boss.
Just
Yeah.
remember
Right.
that once that's done, it's done.
It's
When
over.
we're back,
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It's a good, I encourage kids
Right.
to get into teaching. I just think it keeps you young.
Yeah,
It has,
it's
and
fun.
it's fun.
It's
It's fun. And, I started out at the high school. I taught there and then worked my way up, assistant principal, then principal, and I left for the grade school for the superintendent. And I didn't know how that'd roll because I had never been around. But that was good. But going back to the high school this year, high
your
school
home.
high school kids are great. I like high school kids.
Yeah, that's your home. That's
Mm-hmm.
your comfort, and yeah, it's so fun. Even just being back involved with the high school through Mule Nation, like you said, it makes you feel young again. Like it's so fun to be around that energy of the kids, and just I don't know, I love it. I love
Well,
being back involved in high school
Yeah.
sports. It's
we
been a
love
blast.
the high school kids that have worked with us.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Peyton Allen
Yes.
was back in town. Texted me on Wednesday. Said, "Hey, you guys want an extra guy this
Yeah,
this
can I
evening?"
come
I know.
help you?
We're like, "Sure,
Yeah,
absolutely."
that's it. And then
love
see,
it.
Grady was with us.
Yeah.
Reagan Wells helped out a
Right.
little bit, and Latrell Snyder always
Oh,
helps
yeah.
out. We've had Trent
Anthony.
Nation help out. I mean,
Anthony
Anthony
Ukina.
Ukina.
and you find out some kids have some real talents
Oh, yeah.
at things.
Oh my gosh.
And,
yes.
And Gabe Todd.
Yeah.
Peyton was talking about it the other night. He goes, I'd really like to come back and maybe do some baseball with Gabe Todd again this year.
Yeah, they did a
And I
great
said,
job together.
absolutely, man.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
no, it's a good time. So yeah.
By the way, congratulations to Peyton. His, he playing college football up at North Central, I think it is. But anyway, they finished second in the nation
Yes, North Central has their Division III, and
by
they're
a point.
excellent.
They finished second.
Yeah.
Point. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's amazing.
So anyway, he's
Congratulations. I
he's
heard you
just going to
talking-
play football.
I heard you
So-
talking on the broadcast. Like,
Yeah.
where's your ring? Did you get a ring? Where's
Yeah.
your,
I
big...
was waiting to see it.
Noah has ordered some big old the Super Bowl rings off Amazon. Got them for like $9.99, but they're these big, because they play fantasy football.
Oh,
So
yes.
now the winner.
Oh,
of
the
fantasy-
winner's going to get a ring.
Yeah.
I used to
The Super Bowl.
That's a good
I
idea.
know it's fun.
when I was in Vandalia over at Greenville College, they had a football coach, Max Bowman, who was on the Kansas City Chiefs
Oh, okay.
when they played the Green Bay Packers
Oh,
in
wow.
the first two Super Bowls. Okay, he had this. I mean, he'd wear this huge ring all the time.
Oh my god.
And his hands were just
Huge.
huge. He
yeah.
was no taller than me, no bigger than me, but his hands were twice
Yeah.
the size of mine.
Well, I met Carl Mock
Yeah.
down in McLeansboro at a ball game one time. I couldn't believe how big his hands were.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just Max would just. He was just something else, man. He always had a gold toothpick in his mouth. It was really cool.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know they made gold toothpicks. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
they were just
I
the
think they
wooden
make
ones from
about
a box.
anything.
Right. If you got the money, they'll
Yeah,
make
that's
it for you.
right.
But yeah, the ring he had on his finger was just huge, and
Oh, yeah.
and they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I mean, I can just imagine how big the winners.
Oh, now
rings
look
are.
at them now. They have hidden compartments in them.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's
man.
unreal. And those rings are unreal.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Jason Kelsey? Have you watched his?
You know, we all got
Documentary.
together last night at my brother's house and for my birthday, and they were talking about, because my brother David was here, and they live in Kansas City, so they're
Okay.
big Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
And so they were talking about Travis and Jason. I've never listened to the podcast,
Oh,
but I guess it's really, really
Oh,
good.
it's good. I like it. I've bought in. And I was like a Taylor Swift fan, right? I love Taylor, but I wasn't like a Taylor Swift fan. I didn't know all of the things that went into it, but I don't know. I love the love
now?
story. Now I'm like,
Okay.
I'm rooting for them.
They've been
you
seeing
know?
each other for a long time before
Yeah.
it became
Oh,
public.
for sure. They're not dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, they knew what was going to hit.
Yes, for sure. But it's funny how big Kansas City, I feel like the Chiefs have gotten because of her. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
I mean,
like
they were big. They were
no,
big
they
as it
were.
was,
Of
but
course they were.
It has
but
gotten
now
bigger.
it's like
You're right.
Yeah.
people that have never watched football in their lives are ordering Travis Kelce jerseys.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
he's number one jersey sales. But no, they're hilarious brothers. Their podcast is really good, and they're just relatable. You know what I mean?
They're just normal people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of those
exactly.
people, Chris Long doesn't. He's good.
Yeah.
That you played for.
Played
his
for the
dad
Rams for a while. didn't
played
he?
for
Yeah.
Rams. Howie Long's his dad. He
Yeah.
does a really good one too.
Yeah, and we idolize them, right? We put them up on this pedestal. They're this, you
But
know,
they're just like
celebrity.
us,
exactly,
and they're living a life and
I
dealing with
watched a,
everyday things.
Yep.
I watched a Jimmy Buffett concert on YouTube from Houston,
Okay.
and J.J. Watt
Oh.
Yeah,
came on stage, was playing the bongos.
Oh,
you know, I mean, it was
really?
great.
Yeah, yeah. He seems like a cool guy too. But no, I recommend his Netflix documentary. I think it was Netflix where his documentary was. Jason's was. It was really good.
I
Too.
saw the one on Netflix, the quarterback documentary
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
with Marcus Mariota and
Mahomes.
and the guy in Minnesota.
Yeah. Cousins.
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
What a really cool documentary.
Yeah, it was. It's neat to see the three different guys and how they process things differently. Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins is very much an analytic
Mm-hmm.
person, and Mahomes seems like a young, just like fun guy. But he talks about how he's always studying, right?
behind the scenes
Always-
you have
oh,
to.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
the ones that to get to that level,
yes.
we do not understand how hard they work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, case in point, Tommy DeVito
Yeah.
for the Giants. I mean, played at Illinois last year,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's the Giants. People are thinking maybe he's had his 20 seconds of fame,
No.
but he said, "No, I can do this."
Mm-hmm.
But people don't realize how hard you have. That
Right.
it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They
Yeah.
don't take any time off.
No.
And that's year round.
That's
Yeah,
year
I
round.
was gonna say,
It-
even
it's
in the
year
off season,
round.
right? You're still working.
Because if you don't, somebody's passing you up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's somebody going to be working harder.
Yes,
Yep, that is for sure.
and you have to have that. You have to have that dream that I can do this and stay at it. And it doesn't matter whether you're Division One. I mean, because there's guys in the NFL that are, come from Division Two, Division Three, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And they make it because they think I belong.
Yep,
Yeah. You got to have that mindset.
you do, and like I think it would be hard to continuously have that mindset. Say you have a bad season, or you have, I think the Eagles lost 3 or 4 games in a row, or you know what I mean? Like when you have those bad weeks, and to continue to have this, okay, I still know, I'm confident, right? I still know I can do this. I'm still, I think it'd be hard to not get down sometimes.
But it's not just
everyone's-
sports. It's anything that
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
it's
succeed
anything
in. You
that-
have to have that mindset. I can do this. I'm going to make this work.
And I'm going to make myself better
Yes.
every chance I can.
Right.
Yes.
Right, definitely. That is for sure. Well, you want to move into some weather?
We can do that.
There's a little gnat just flying around, bugging us in here.
Having some snow this morning.
I
and it's
know.
sticking a little bit.
Oh, well, it's pretty big flakes when I
Yeah.
walked in. But it's been snowing because
Well,
I
we had some, was it Wednesday night? Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It snowed a little bit overnight. And
Yep.
Thursday morning snowed a little bit more before it finally stopped. But then it rolls in again and,
I work out at 5:30. So yesterday morning was snowing hard.
Yeah.
At 5:30.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
When I left the house I wake up at 4:45. But then this morning it was snowing hard.
yeah. It
I
was
wish I
when
had that motivation.
walked the
I'm
dog this
snoozing
morning.
at
so-
5:30.
But yeah, we're looking today for a high of about 39.
All
with
right.
Snow. Jumps up to 48, back down to 38. Monday, New Year's Day, 39. New Year's Day is going to come in like a lion, apparently. But the sun's going to shine. But
We were due some cold weather.
Yes, I'm not complaining.
No,
And
no.
if it's
And,
gonna be cold, I love to have snow. I want
Yeah.
snow. You know what I mean?
yeah, if it's gonna be cold, you might as well have snow.
Yeah, let's just
But
make it.
it worked, mid 40s all next week. So I mean, it's winter.
It's
Illinois
winter. It's winter.
We'll take
That's
it.
Yeah.
We will take it. Yeah, our
Coming from a school perspective,
Yeah.
snow, no.
yeah.
The worst
Let's
decision
get
in the
it.
world you have to make is
Uh-huh.
calling off school.
Oh yeah.
And you've seen.
And for us here, it's never an easy decision. It's
Right.
never like, okay, we're going to get 8 inches of snow and we know we can't have school.
Yeah.
It's always that 3 to 4 inch range.
And you got to think about the kids that are driving from
yes, in
Jasper.
high school you have to
and-
worry about kids
Right,
driving.
right.
Where in the grade school, it's the buses because you go to Pond Creek
Right.
for like Fairfield 112, you went to Pond Creek over all the way into Boylston. And there's some out in
Right.
Pond Creek, there's places that
Right.
Yeah.
not too good
We're not
roads.
talking about the highway. We're
No,
not worried
no.
about 15. You
That's
know what I
it.
mean?
And
But-
so that's the hard because
Yeah.
you know people and daycare is so hard.
oh yeah.
So you know the decisions you make are throwing everybody into
Affecting,
tizzy. So you
yes,
try
right.
to do it early, and then if you do it early, because they say, well, it's snowing, but we're going to get more, and then you call it off, and then it doesn't snow
Right.
anymore,
Yeah.
and then you look like you got egg on your face. That's the
Back in
that's,
my day, they never canceled school. You know, we
We
walked
walked-
uphill both ways.
Barefoot.
Barefoot.
every
With no
superintendent.
coat.
Right.
Every superintendent in the world hates that decision.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the hardest decision.
Yeah, that is. That has to be. But man, there's nothing better
Some-
for a kid
Then
have
a snow day.
Some superintendents really make it fun. though. I've seen.
Oh, they
videos
make
of
videos and
superintendents.
everything
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Come on, step up your game, Z.
Oh God, you don't want to hear me singing. No. But
Now,
hey, I
don't
always
know.
did.
I remember a time when you sang the Fairfield fight
Fight
song,
song,
and
yeah.
that was great.
Yes, I love it. I don't know if you've been in the bathroom here yet. I have the fight song up on the wall.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had my sister do vinyl.
Okay.
And
Of
course.
It's like you can't help but sing along when you're in there using
course.
the restroom.
I went in there one time because the words, they.
They end and then they move on to the next
Yeah,
line,
I'm,
right?
I'm looking
So-
there and I'm going, airfield? What? Because the F was on one side,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
airfield was on. I'm airfield.
Airfield, what
What is
in
that
the-
in song?
Typo, yeah. No, that is hilarious.
Speaking of words,
Yeah.
I've got a few words that were added to the dictionary this year.
Oh, 2023 new words. I'm sure it's going to be like sus or bruh or
The first, cakeage.
Cakeage?
Cake age.
Do you know that one? I don't know that one.
What's it?
Yeah.
It's a fee charged by restaurants for serving a cake that you bring in from outside.
I have
Never
never
heard
heard
of
of that.
I've never heard of that one either. But
And I also didn't know I could bring in my own cake.
I didn't either.
That's an interesting one.
digital nomad. It's a person who works remotely while traveling for leisure, especially when having no fixed permanent address.
Oh, that makes
Okay,
sense.
Yeah, it does.
Nearly wed. You could probably guess that one.
Yeah.
Nearly wed.
You live together,
Very much,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
possibly engaged, but
Right.
with no foreseeable plans for getting married.
All right. Nearly wed. I like that one.
Let's see here. Hellscape.
I feel like I've heard that.
I have
Yeah.
heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
what-
place or time that is hopeless, unbearable, or irredeemable.
Yep.
All right. Quite the hellscape.
Anti-fragile. Becoming more robust when exposed to stressors, uncertainty, or risk. So just the
Opposite of
Not
fragile.
fragile.
Yeah. Okay.
North Paw.
North Paw, P-A-W?
Uh-huh.
North Paw.
In sports, the opposite of Southpaw.
I don't know what
Oh,
South
that's
Paw
dumb.
is.
Southpaw's a lefty. North Paw's a right.
You just say a righty or a lefty,
Yeah.
but Southpaw, they just but
okay.
nobody ever said North Paw.
No.
That will not
I
catch
have
on.
never heard that word before.
That one ain't sticking. We're saying it now.
Rage farming.
Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Rage
Tactic-
farming?
Yeah.
Yes.
The tactic of intentionally provoking political opponents, typically by posting inflammatory content on social media in order to make them mad.
And that happens.
And
daily now.
Oh yeah.
In order to make them mad and have them say something that sounds really stupid and
Yes. Retaliation.
Yeah.
It works. I feel like that is a new tactic.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know politics have always been politics, but the how people go for who you are as a person now,
Yeah,
and
I
they
know.
like personally attack you, and try to get you to, and social media, like you said, that
Yeah.
that has just changed the way we communicate, the way of the
Yeah.
world,
Absolutely.
and it's too much for me. I can't follow any of that.
You have to
There-
take breaks from it.
Yes, you do.
There were about 600...
And I like politics and history, but you have to take breaks.
Yes, yes.
Maine Cabin Masters.
And
Yeah,
Great
there
show.
you go.
yeah, I'm taking a break. I'm watching that. Oh yeah.
But there were like almost 700 words they added or phrases they added. I only have a few.
Okay.
The last one is trauma dumping,
Taking your trauma and dumping it onto somebody else.
basically.
Yeah. Sometimes we need a trauma dump. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Thank God
But,
for good friends.
Yes.
That we can
Those-
trauma dump.
It
on.
just used to be called venting.
Venting,
Yeah.
right? Yes. But
know.
I'm probably still going to call it that. Trauma sounds very dramatic.
Dump doesn't sound real.
Right. It's not very
Yeah.
cute either.
So
Right.
anyway, those are just some
Yeah,
phrases
I
that were
figured it.
added during 2023 that I don't know. Some of them might stick.
Yeah. I figured it'd be like bruh or I don't know. There's so many words now that.
My grandson called me bruh
Oh yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
My kids are 5 and 4, and the amount of times I get called bro or bruh, or I'm like, you are 5 and 4 years old. I didn't think this was gonna happen until like teens or preteens,
Oh, no.
like
Not anymore.
bro, bro,
Dude.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Which I
I don't think they use dude as much
that was,
anymore.
No, they
that
don't.
was
Yes.
like me as a kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, everything was dude.
I don't think kids use dude anymore.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't pay much attention to those things,
Well, I said, we've been talking about like doing TikToks and trying to do more social media type stuff, and I have Reagan Wells helping,
And
and
we're on Instacart, so
yeah, we're on Instacart and all those,
the chat snaps.
Yeah, there you go.
go.
But I said I would have to have a high schooler like look over something. Say if we were to have kids in a video or whatever, I would have to have a high schooler look over it to proof it, because I don't know what the heck they're saying half the time. You know what I mean? I don't
the
know.
innuendo that's in the
Exactly.
yes. No,
And some words to me don't mean something,
but
but
to
to
them,
them
it does, yes.
And it's just like I'm officially old. I've hit that point where they speak a different language than I do. You know what I mean?
We all hit that point. It happens. It's just
It happens
part of it.
quickly. It happens really quick. I'm like, I don't
It
feel
does.
that old.
It's like overnight.
Yeah. Now
know?
it's like I'm 37 and I'm, not a.
30s.
I'm old now.
Got socks older than you.
Throw them away. Throw them away.
But they're still good.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
you purge those drawers every year.
Yes, you got to get rid of those. I'm like,
I'm a pitcher.
me
Yeah.
too.
If I haven't used something in a year, and this is a good time, folks. I mean, it's the start of the new
Turn
year.
your
Turn
hangers
it on,
around.
turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
Clean out. When I get done here, I'll take the Christmas tree down, and then start. If you do it a little at a time, it's not such
That's
a
true.
massive undertaking.
Oh
That's
yeah, definitely.
I read somewhere that about a strategy by a cleaning person about cleaning your house. Mm-hmm. If you feel like you get really tired, you're doing it all at once, do about 15 minutes. Go sit down for 5.
Yeah.
Kind of like, the new ways to, the new exercise methods.
Yeah.
You
Right.
go for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Hard for 30 seconds. Then you take, 10, 20-second break. Then you go hard again. So
Yeah.
And that's what they're saying doing with your cleaning.
Well, obviously, when I worked, you had a compressed time in the summer where you did summer cleaning, because I always thoroughly do summer. But now, retire, work. But hey, if I do one room like every 2 weeks
Right.
Yeah.
in my house, it's not that many rooms. I've got it done in a month, and then I don't have to worry about getting all that summer cleaning done.
Right.
So if you take it that way, it's a lot easier.
That's one of my goals for the new year, because I get so overwhelmed, right? I have so many things going on. I've got the boys, and I just
Oh, with kids
trying
and
to
toys,
do-
that's a whole different thing. And
It's-
clothes.
Yes, it's too much. I can't keep up on. I just can't keep up. So a lot of times I get overwhelmed and I just don't do it. Right. So my house is a mess, and it was never like that before kids. Everything had a place. It
Yes.
was clean, and but my sister does like. Okay, these are the things you do every day, right? You load your dishwasher or unload it.
Yep.
You start a load of laundry, those types of things, and then you have one chore that you do a day, which is, vacuum or dust or sweep or,
Yes.
Here's a clean out your kitchen cabinets, do something that's deep cleaning. But if you just do one a day, she's like, literally it makes it so much better for me where, okay, I love to check things off a list, right?
Yeah.
I love to check them off. And just to not feel overwhelmed. Like you have a schedule, this is what you're doing, and you get it done, and then you're done, right?
That's it. And then if that sense of feeling that, I got something done
Yeah.
today.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
the
checked
sense of
something off.
accomplishment,
I
yeah.
may have done nothing else, but I got those done. So I'm gonna try to do
So
that.
that's our self-help.
Yeah, there's our motivation for
Did
today.
not realize that our podcast
Yeah.
was self-help and
Oh,
motivational.
no, I feel like every week I get on a soapbox about something. I feel like I don't mean to do
Well, I mean,
it.
it's the
but
New Year's coming. You turn
Yes.
over a new leaf.
Right.
It's
That's
whatever
right.
you want to do.
I was
gonna
Whether,
say.
that or your personal life or whatever. You have to look at a sense of optimism with the new year. I always do.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do too. I
Well,
do too.
You're turning the page.
Yes.
I mean,
Yep.
getting rid of the old, coming in with the new, and
Do we have New Year's resolutions? Have you guys made them? Have you thought about them?
Well,
what your goal is for the new year?
To
I
say,
always-
no, I'm not working anymore, and I will not work
I
again.
am retired. I'm retired. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I always have a couple that I just throw out there. So if I break them, I'm not disappointed.
Oh, okay.
I
Mhm.
usually
Alright.
feel pretty good if I break them.
Okay.
Gain
Gain weight.
gain weight,
Oh, yeah.
stop smoking,
Right.
drink more,
There you go. There you go.
do
Yeah.
things like that, and that way, when I break them, I don't feel so bad.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
no, I always do. I want to get in better shape.
Yeah.
I want to,
Be healthier.
Yes.
I think
Be
overall,
healthier,
that's all of our goals.
eat a little better.
Yeah.
Give up certain things. Soda for me.
Yeah. I'm a Diet Coke. I always say I'm a heavy
Sugar,
drinker. I typically have a
caffeine
water, a coffee, and a Diet Coke. Like
Yeah.
I try to stay away from sodas. I
Yeah.
mean, just diet.
I
I like to drink
know.
more water. It's just better for
Oh,
you.
definitely. You feel better. But you don't realize how addicted you are to things either. Like if I
yeah.
don't have my Diet Coke in the morning, I'm like, why do I have it? Why do I have such a bad headache?
Yeah.
You know
but
what
I never drank
mean?
coffee. My
really?
mom and dad did, and I
Yeah.
love the smell of it, but the
You
taste of it,
haven't? Really?
I never gotten into coffee. So
Wow.
I'm not a coffee drinker either. Every once in a while I have a cup, but it's very seldom.
no, when I get up in the morning, I just drink water.
Yeah.
I'm one of those frou-frou coffee drinkers. I gotta
Yeah.
have the cappuccino and the frappuccino. and the-
Right.
With all the milk and the
Yeah.
flavoring, so
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
hides the flavor of the
Right.
coffee.
What kind
You
of
ain't a
milk
coffee
do you want with
drinker.
that?
Right.
Well, real milk. You want whipped cream? Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, I like the girly, frilly drinks as well, but I do love me just a. I mean, I can drink it black. I love the taste of it,
I just can't do
No.
it. I can't do it.
and it's one of those things. You either love it or you don't.
And
you
well,
know?
for me, it's a soda.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Coke guy.
Yeah.
McDonald's Coke.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I know. Okay, I'm going to say some happy birthdays really fast. So let's see, December 26th. Happy birthday to Judy Gruner, Diana Higginbotham, and Debbie Pope. Happy birthday on December 27th to Cheyenne Bruce and Merrick Voppel. I'm not sure who that is, but happy birthday yesterday to Miss Diana Zurliene.
Yes.
And McKenna Poole. Happy birthday, McKenna.
Okay.
Today, Chris Fleener. Happy birthday,
Well, happy
Chris.
birthday, Chris.
Fleener.
Saw Chris the other day.
Yeah.
Day after me.
I was going to say, yeah, I didn't know that. The baseball team was doing like a fundraiser too. I don't know if that's over yet
Really?
or not.
Yeah, they sold pork loins.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green Pig
Yep.
helped them out, and they were selling that. But tomorrow, happy birthday to Bruce Reeves on December 30th, and December 31st, happy birthday to Bill Andrews. happy birthday to you guys. If you have any birthdays or anniversaries, be sure to send those in to us. We'd love to get you on here. It's just, I remember as a kid listening to the radio, waiting for my name to be said. It's just, it's fun, I feel like, to hear your birthday or your anniversary. So send it to us, Clara@RaylanJames.com.
Oh, and I didn't think about this, but tomorrow our cheerleaders participate in the state competitive cheer at Springfield.
Fun.
Wow, that's great.
I love that they're
And
doing that now.
Yes. So they go.
love that.
They're leaving this afternoon, I think, and we have our wrestlers are competing at the Murraydale tournament in Carbondale this weekend. So
Best of luck.
So-
wrestling is having an excellent
Yes.
season again. So
Ran into Carson White. He's wrestling this year.
Okay.
Just, I don't know, the other day. Well, at the EHT.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I said, hey, you wrestling this weekend? No, I've hurt my arm a little bit. So, get better, Carson. We need you.
Yeah, those boys work hard.
wrestling is
Woo.
an intense sport.
I don't
and if
think
you've never been to a
Yes.
wrestling match, it's fun.
100%.
It is fun to watch a wrestling match.
It's fun, but also if you have anxiety, just be prepared.
Yes.
Because it's like, are they breaking an arm out there? Like, that cannot be comfortable. But I don't think I really ever went to a wrestling match when I was in high school, and we had a great wrestling
yes.
team then as well. But I don't know. I don't think I ever really went. And my boyfriend wasn't in that sport, so I didn't go. But I've got to watch more now because we broadcast some on Mule Nation, and I mean, it's mind-boggling how hard those kids work. I mean, they are using every muscle in their body for how long are the
6 minutes?
6 minutes.
Well,
You have three 2-minute.
Yeah, 3 2-minute periods.
Yes.
You get just a little break in between those periods, and I mean, you're working your butt off that entire time. I mean, it's impressive to watch. Get out and watch it, or go
wrestling
support
is fun.
those guys.
Yeah.
It is
It
a
is
lot
of fun to watch, yeah.
And I love,
Non-stop action.
yeah, and I love that the cheerleaders are doing
Competitive cheer.
Yes, I love that. We have a great cheer squad, and we traveled other places, and it's just, you don't appreciate, you know what I mean? You don't really appreciate, we have such an amazing band. We have such a great cheer squad.
And you don't appreciate
it until you go other places, and then you're like, wow, we're really lucky. We have such a great...
we've got kids that really believe. I mean, they like their sports and their activities, and we have excellent coaches and sponsors.
Yes,
that really motivate them. So we're
and
lucky.
A community that's behind.
A community that's behind the kids, and
yes.
with the activities we have at Fairfield, it's good.
Yes.
I mean, I believe there's more activities than I think any other school in the BDC that Fairfield offers.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, which is great. I mean.
Oh my gosh, my husband texted me. What was the one about farming? The word that was added?
Rage
farming.
He texted me. He said I pictured a really mad farmer just plowing the crap out of a field. I'm like, actually, that's where my mind went to.
Man.
I am so mad. I'm gonna go farm really hard right now. I'm rage farming. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Man.
I need to draw a winner. I was going to pull this up really
that's
fast.
Right.
Yeah, we did a little giveaway. I know. Did you do it? Did you follow all the steps?
I don't know.
I know.
That's the bad part.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull this up. So yeah, RJ on the air. We were just trying to kind of spread awareness. We still don't have a huge following on this yet, but we don't want to give it up. And we've had over 30 shares on this, so
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, give me a number 1 through 30.
Z, you have the honors.
23.
All right.
That way
I'm
they
doing
can be
old
mad at
school.
you.
That's right.
All right, we're going to go with Ann Bond. Congratulations to Ann Bond, the
All
winner
right.
of our... Sorry, Mark, you didn't win.
All right. Well,
And what does she win?
I never win anything.
Winner of
so.
we have a Fusion gift card, a Mule Nation travel mug, RJ on Maine gift certificate, and some other Mule Nation swag. So
Oh, wow.
little
Cool.
koozies
Pretty
and-
nice.
Yeah, fun little giveaway basket. So congratulations to you. You can come up next week we'll be up here
Yeah.
Tuesday through Thursday from 8 till 1. But yeah, reach out anytime and we can meet you as well. So
Yep.
congratulations. All right, Mark, we ready for some trivia?
I do. We are.
I
Okay.
enjoyed last week. I got to ask the questions.
Oh.
I'm always the one that is asked.
Asked.
Yes. And I feel dumb every day when I leave here,
You
but
shouldn't feel dumb.
no, I really don't. The only one I lost sleep about was the one with Connard.
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
asked us music trivia, and Chris Connard is just this. I mean, he is a
Oh, yeah.
wizard, right?
Oh no, he knows.
Yeah.
Oh, every single. I mean, he finally just stopped answering and like would look at me. I was like, "Don't do that. No, you go ahead and answer because I don't know."
Here we go. These are New Year's Eve, New Year's.
Okay.
Okay. Most popular song associated with the new year.
Old Lang Syne.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Old Lang Syne.
I never knew the name of it.
AULD
Should old
LANG.
acquaintance- That one.
SYNE.
Okay. Learn something new.
All right. This is a tough one.
All
It's
right.
going to be really tough.
Oh.
What city drops a giant Hershey's Kiss
New York
on New Year's Eve?
City.
They had it this morning on
A giant
the news.
Hershey's.
Oh, Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey's, Pennsylvania.
Oh, I was just waiting for the giant ball.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we talked about. I'm not. We live in a small town for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I am not a crowd person. Can you imagine something more miserable?
I could never.
No.
If people who have
There's
gone there say
like
it's
100
unreal.
Oh, I'm
There's
sure.
You
like a
are
million
so
people.
jam packed
No.
in there, you can't
Yeah.
even move.
I
and then you
thought-
have to walk way back to get to
Yeah.
the bathroom, the porta potties.
Yeah.
I get stressed out when there's a crowd leaving the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
stressed out. Like I feel like a cattle
I
cattle
know.
haul. Imagine being there.
Yeah. I know we went one time to Mardi
Yeah.
Gras down at Soulard in St. Louis.
Yeah.
There's like 500,000 people in about a 6-block area.
Right.
That's nothing
I know,
No.
compared to
New
what's.
York City.
I'm sure
New
it's a
Year's Eve.
sight.
I couldn't
to
handle
see.
that at all.
I
No.
couldn't either.
Nope, not
All
doing
right.
it.
What famous parade takes place in Pasadena, California on January 1st every year?
Pasadena, California. No idea.
The Rose Bowl parade.
Rose Bowl parade. Okay.
Yep.
I was coming up with Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. That's what. That's what I got.
All right. Eating 365 of these on New Year's Day is believed to give you good luck.
365. I mean, I know it's like, isn't like rice or beans? Isn't like some sort of, what do we have? Ham and
Ham and
beans?
beans is
Yeah.
what people eat on New Year's Day,
Okay.
which I.
It's
Nope.
actually black-eyed
And
peas,
peas.
but that's more of a farther southern.
Yes.
thing. We do ham and
Ham and
beans.
Yeah.
Now I had some friends from growing up in high school they were from Alabama down around Huntsville, and they did chitlins every year.
Chitlins. I don't even know what a chitlin is.
Well, I mean,
It's
it's
like
pig intestine, basically.
and you fry it.
Yeah, but
I
they
mean,
did.
anything's
they did that
good fried,
every
right?
year. And I,
No, I don't know about chitlins.
I had dinner with them a couple of times on New Year's Day, and
Not bad.
I wouldn't eat it
Stick
every
with your
day.
ham and beans.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not even
All
a big
right.
fan of that, but give me the cornbread
I'm,
that you
I'm
make
not
with
a
it.
ham and beans person either.
What two foods are considered to be bad luck to eat on New Year's Day because they can walk backwards?
A chicken?
Chicken is one of them.
Okay. What else can walk backwards that we eat? Can pigs walk backwards?
Beef.
Well, that's
Can,
ham.
but it's not a pig.
Okay.
It's a seafood.
Oh, okay. Crab?
Crab,
Lobster.
Lobster.
Lobster, eating lobster.
I
and
see
chicken.
those-
And I had never heard that before.
No.
I neither. That's
Huh.
Maybe that's why we've been having such bad luck, you know?
I do
that's
like
why you-
lobster and crab legs.
yeah.
True or false? The word January is Latin and is named after Janus, the god of beginnings and transitions in Roman mythology.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never heard of Janus, but
You haven't?
no,
I
I've
is-
not. No.
Now this,
I thought he
this
was going to
one,
ask what January, and I was going to say Janice.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Antarctica hosts an annual New Year's music festival.
Is that true or false or
True or false?
Antarctica?
Yeah.
Okay, Antarctica. So that's down in the south.
South Pole, basically.
So this is their summertime. So I would say that
Go.
that
True?
true.
Yeah,
It is true.
All
Yeah.
right.
I never would have thought that.
No.
but okay.
Let's put it on our bucket list.
All right. New Year's Day has the highest rate of car thefts of any day in the year.
False.
That's
Everybody's
true.
laying
It's
in.
true? Really?
I think everybody's laying in bed.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, or like, we're starting off on a good foot. What are you doing?
All righty. 50% of Americans fall asleep before midnight on New Year's Eve.
True. Sure.
It's actually false.
How many?
No.
It's about 30%.
30%? That's
Yeah.
it?
I
Well,
haven't
we are in
seen-
the 30s.
I haven't seen New Year's. I haven't seen
I always-
midnight in a long
We
time.
always watch the ball drop in
Right.
New
Do it
York
like the
City.
2 hours
I don't even make
early.
it that
2
long.
hours early so we can go to bed.
My bed is calling a
Yeah.
long time before that.
All righty.
I feel that.
All right. Back to the regular questions. What's the number one resolution that people make?
Going to lose weight.
Yeah.
Get healthier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of that category, lose weight, eat healthier, exercise. The top three on there. All right. This is an over or under question.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
25% of Americans achieve their New Year's resolution every year.
How many? 30%?
25.
25.
So is it over that or under?
Okay. Ooh, that's kind of tough.
Under.
I'll say over.
It's under.
Under,
It's actually
really?
it's actually about 9%. Wow. Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm not
Yeah,
the only
it is
one
hard.
failing out here.
Nah. It's good to have company.
Yes.
For sure. You know,
All
and
right.
like you said, regardless if you fail or not, it's fun to go into a new year with hope and, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, you
know
got
what
to
I mean?
be.
You have to.
Mhm.
You have
You
to.
do.
This year is going to be better. Go in with a good mindset, and, you know, you can do it.
All right, here's
let's
the final-
increase the number this year.
Yeah. Here's our final question. Instead of a ball, what does Miami, Florida drop on New Year's Eve?
A flamingo.
Palm tree.
It's a big orange wearing sunglasses.
I like it. I like it.
But they don't have that many oranges down in Miami. It's more the northern part of
Yeah, I know.
California.
I've never.
I mean, Florida.
I have never been to Miami. I've been to Florida a lot, but I've
I
never
know.
been
I'd like
that
to go
south.
to Miami because they say that's really cool
Oh, I know.
down there.
I remember
too.
years ago.
I want to see the Art Deco with all the hotels and
Yes.
everything down there.
I remember going to Florida years and years ago, and I don't know if they still do it, but you'd cross the state line and you'd stop at the rest area, and they'd be handing out free orange juice.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Long
It
time.
is-
Yes. I don't know if they do that anymore.
Wow.
But I remember going to Florida.
Now, it doesn't like when we've gone to Destin or anything.
Right.
That hasn't happened. but-
No.
So, I'm California and Florida. Which one's the bigger orange producer for the
Yeah, I don't
United
know.
States? Do you know?
I don't
Because I know
know.
oranges. There's orange groves
California
all over.
oranges, too.
Yeah, all over.
Yeah, I don't
That's-
know.
Just never thought of that before, but
California's a big state.
it's a big
Yeah.
state. Yeah, it is.
Somebody told me the other day that California has the 4th or 5th largest economy in the world.
Oh, I can believe it. My brother lives out there.
I was gonna
Danny
say,
lives
yeah.
out there in
Just
Santa
crazy.
Maria.
Wow.
I just couldn't believe it.
That is crazy. I like to visit there. It's a beautiful state, and it's neat because the south of the state to the north of the
Oh,
state.
it's so different.
Yeah,
I know.
you can go skiing and
Yes.
go to the
I-
beach and
I'd love to go to the southern part of the state and then the northern part of the state where you get in the
The
big-
redwood
the
forest.
big trees.
oh
Yeah, the
god, yeah, I'd
redwoods.
love to go there. I would. I've never been, and Sacramento. I've never
I've been to
there.
Sacramento.
Have you?
Yeah, when Danny lived in Napa. I mean, we went to Napa, but San Francisco. We went to Sacramento. Then we drove down the
Did
coast.
you the coastal
Yes,
highway?
we went to Monterey. Aquarium they have there. Monterey is really, really, really good.
Wow. San
Never-
Diego has like a really good zoo too.
Yes.
We've been to the zoo there. and
Never been to California.
At all?
No.
Really?
Never.
Yeah. Put it on your bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the farthest west I've ever been was South Dakota.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you went to Sturgis,
Yeah, we
right?
went to
Oh, you went to Sturgis?
Went to Sturgis for Bike Week a few years ago.
Didn't even have a bike, right?
Didn't even have a bike.
Just wanted to
went.
see what it was like.
Yep.
And he said it was top-notch people watching.
I'm sure it
Oh, it
was.
was great.
I'm sure it,
It
was.
was
You
just
probably see
great.
things and you think, I can't believe
I enjoyed
this.
that.
And Mark can't see well, so
No.
I'm sure he was not hiding it,
No,
that he was people watching.
Mine was,
Yeah.
had my binoculars out, boy, I was ready to go. That was all good and dandy till I got caught watching the wrong person.
Right, it was.
Yeah, you don't want to mess
not
with the wrong
intentionally,
people.
No, but
you know, they had the thought I was watching the wrong person.
Right.
So.
Oh my gosh, that is too funny. Too funny. Yeah. Put it on your bucket list.
So
California's
what
cool.
are you going to make a resolution this year?
Yeah, I think it's just the same. Just to be happier and healthier and
I think that's
focus on
focus on the positive and not the
Positive,
negative.
yeah.
I think if we all thought about that, just focus on the positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your mindset controls so much of your
Yes,
day. It really
does.
does. If you wake up and you're like, I'm stressed, I'm angry, this happened, that happened.
You're going to be angry.
You're
Yes,
gonna be
be angry.
angry. Yeah. And I do try to focus on
And
that
I know
every
that's
day.
easier for some to
Oh,
say than others
definitely.
because I know some people are in circumstances that
Right.
you don't understand and that it's hard to focus on the positive.
It is.
And I understand that because
Right.
for some,
But also
I'm lucky.
Yes, we are. We're lucky and I think us being a positive person to other people too can really help change their mindset. So, you never know what people are going through. So
No,
just
you don't.
try to treat them with kindness and maybe make their day better.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah. Easier said than done. Up on my soapbox once again.
Yeah, but
Told
it
you.
sounds good.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
know?
That type of soapboxing,
Boxing, yeah.
we can
We can
I can
handle.
live with.
All right, good
If
deal.
you're up there complaining about
deal.
something, then maybe we might have a problem.
I try not to complain too much, but well, we got anything else for today, or I don't think I have anything else.
What else?
I appreciate you having me on, talking a little bit about the high
Thank
school
you.
and everything else, and
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
hey, no problem.
It's been fun, and thank you to everyone for joining us on It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. Join us next Friday, 8:30 in the morning on YouTube. Special guest Johnny Baker. I misannounced it last week. I skipped right over Ms. Z, but Johnny Baker from Walters Buildings is joining us next Friday.
That ought to be fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna get my list of questions.
I know. We got some things
okay,
to
now
talk
how do I
about.
build this?
We heard Santa might be getting a new house.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm putting Johnny on the spot, I think.
Yeah.
No
You're
pun
like, hey,
intended, right?
no pun intended.
Intended.
Yep, let's help Santa get a house.
Yeah,
But
Santa, he may need a new
a
house.
big. They were talking
Yes.
about a bigger house. I'm like, how wonderful would that be?
Oh,
'Cause,
I know.
You take the kids through, and it's
Yes.
so small. And then that house may be his post office. So.
Okay. Oh, that'd be good.
Well, he needs a bigger
Yeah.
post
They could-
office.
yes.
too.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
So join us next Friday. We will see you then. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
If I had a horn, I'd.
I know. I almost brought us hats and everything. That won't be that corny today. Bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya.